It's in the game.
That was the perfect call out there. Once he got the blocks, he made a move, and he was headed to the end zone.
Today, from U.S. Bank Stadium.
Here's the rookie from Alabama, Will Reichard, ready to get us started. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves leading an offense out to start a game, but haven't seen any sign of them right now. And speaking with him earlier this week, sensed that the pressure wouldn't get to him. He feels comfortable being the face of this offense and shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Purdy going to the air right away. Connects with Kittle underneath. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Purdy now to throw off the play action. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. And they'll run it here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now he'll try to run with this. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. He'll decide to keep this once more. 4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Purdy with it on 3rd and long. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, 49ers.
Well, we talk a lot about Christian McCaffrey and what he can do in the open field, and it's easy to gloss over how tough he can be to stop near the goal line. And he shows you just how tough he is on that carry as he takes it into the end zone.
Moody good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. On play action, McCarthy. And this is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first? McCarthy off the play fake. Another one on this play for Justin Jefferson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That throw right on the money from the quarterback from Michigan. It's a first down. On play action, now McCarthy. Touchdown! Justin Jefferson. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Vikings respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3rd and 12. Now Purdy. Open man is Juwan Jennings. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. 7-7, our score after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And he's got this to Jefferson. He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. There go play action. Here's McCarthy. Eluding the pressure, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Floyd in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To the air with McCarthy. Complete. Jefferson the target. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Here's McCarthy. Going underneath, he's got Hawkinson. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. Looks again for T.J. Hawkinson, and he's got him again.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Throwing is McCarthy. To the right side and complete to Jefferson.
Touchdown, Vikings!
Justin Jefferson
with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told.
And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Purdy now on 2nd down. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line.
Good job.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. This is taken around the 12. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now their last 2 drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here they're trying to make it 3 in a row. This to C.J. Ham, the fullback. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here comes 3rd down and 7. Looking to throw McCarthy.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
McCarthy to throw on 1st and 10. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. On 1st down, McCarthy.
They'll roll him out right.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And quickly they get to the line.
1st and 10. Here's McCarthy. Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
McCarthy going to throw again. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And they're going to be set up with excellent field position past the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the third quarter we march. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Justin Jefferson and the rest of this offense, they've got their helmets back on, and they're ready for this next series. This defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that? And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And some room to work. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, CD, that's one of those plays you put a mark by. I mean, that could be a big momentum swing here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Yeah, we may have to revisit it, right? Because if that drive ends up in the end zone, they're sitting pretty at that point. Now, instead, it's a 2-score.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Brock Purdy. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the 49ers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Moody good with the extra point. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. There's a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I think we both agreed he could have a really good game with this matchup, but over 200 yards now.
I don't think we saw it as that good. And I think what really makes it special is when games like this are occurring, it's not just getting locked in and in the zone and on a roll. It's continuing to adjust throughout the game because, you know, the defense is kicking coverages towards him, trying their best to slow him down, and he keeps getting the better of them.
Yeah, whatever they've done, it hasn't worked. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now McCarthy. Wide open receiver complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. There's Addison. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And Jordan Addison capped it off with a touchdown catch. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one 28 yards on the ground. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
Down at the 25.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Purdy looking to throw.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been on his A game. We're in the 3rd quarter. He's already in search of touchdown pass number 5.
He's played so well that it's hard for me to take my eyes off of him, even when he's not on the field. I keep finding my eyes finding him on the bench in between series, wondering what he's going to do next. This has been a blast to watch him play the position.
He's been spectacular with those 4 touchdown passes. On second down, it's Jones. And some room to roam now. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. Off play action. McCarthy sliding out of the pocket. Here's a diving catch right side. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And out of bounds right around the 20. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. An inside give to Jones. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Off the play fake. McCarthy out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hawkinson.
And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
3rd and goal, McCarthy. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Vikings have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And he'll wisely just take a knee here. This ball will come out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Purdy completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And Kittle going to have a 49ers first down as a tackle made at the 42. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught by Ayuk on the slant. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. On first down, Purdy. He's got Ayuk once again. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's got it. And the Vikings are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Justin Jefferson there to make the grab. And the Vikings have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin the drive at the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Purdy will look to throw again here. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Looking deep for Jennings. And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses.
Today, from Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, this is the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Bo Nix and the Denver Broncos taking on
And off we go from Denver. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jackson, first play, going to throw. That's complete. It's Rashad. And they're able to get this one across. The 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now a 2nd and 6. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
From the gun on third down, Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. To throw is Jackson. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Henry out of the pistol. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. On the option right is Jackson. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Throwing is Jackson. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. Never ideal conditions in the snow for a kicker, but the first test on the opening drive, he passed it.
He certainly did. You know what the unit told me was their biggest issue playing in the snow? You just worry about something getting in your eye as the ball is snapped, and then you might miss it, and there goes 3 points off the board.
So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their rookie QB, the young man out of Oregon.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll go play action with Nix. And this is incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for a first down, his 2nd catch of the opening drive. Off the play fake, Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Broncos. Marvin Mims, 55 yards. And the Broncos have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On 2nd down, here's Henry. A little juke, and he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Jackson going to keep it running right. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Inside the 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
It's a scintillating run by Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are once again back in front.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays.
And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos.
On play action, here's Nix.
Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 35. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And Williams is going to pick up a Broncos 1st down as he'll be brought down at the 27.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Off the play fake, here's Nix.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's Nix.
Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos.
10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. So that drive spanned 5 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the rock. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
It's a gain of 22 as we tick towards the 2-minute warning.
On 1st and 10, here's Nix.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now it's Nix.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Cortland Sutton with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
On second down, Jackson. Toward the sideline, intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. To throw, here's Nix. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Well, this is caught by Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing Nix. And this one's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Nix to throw on first down. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. Nix to throw again. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. Here's second and goal. Nix to the air. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos will extend their lead here just before halftime. What's good on the extra point? And the lead is up to 18 now. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Ravens going to get one more drive here in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll come up now second and 4 from the 31. Here's Jackson. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now they face a third down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Here's Jackson to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one.
So we're at halftime. We now proceed to the start of the second half. Well, the Rocky Mountain snow looks like it's going to continue through this second half as we are back underway in Denver. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos and Cortland Sutton heading back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze it,
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith as he gets the sack.
To throw is Nix.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Off play action. Nix. Open man, and again it's Sutton. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
another big play right there. And this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake. Nix. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Cortland Sutton, 29 yards.
And the Broncos are able to add on to that lead.
Lutz with the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Jackson on first down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action in Denver.
Now it's Jackson. Completes it to Aguilar. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Jackson. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. He opted to go with the scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. And they fake it. They pitch to the tight end. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Now Cortland Sutton and the rest of the offense getting ready for their next drive. What a game for him, Charles. 4 touchdowns. Heck, for a lot of guys, that's a good season number.
You're exactly right. And let's face it, we have to stand up and applaud this one, even though we're supposed to be neutral, because this doesn't just happen by accident. This isn't 4 times where the defense just falls down or breaks coverage. He's worked awfully hard, changing routes, changing areas, changing angles, and getting open for touchdowns.
We knew he'd be part of the game plan in a big way, and it has been in a very big way. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete.
And he'll be touched down at the end, but a big play on that one.
Everything's been going right here in this one. This offense, they've been in complete control from the outset. And here's another big play. These kind of routes have been open all game long, and they continue to.
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Well, this is where the mile-high air really starts to affect an opposing offense. Guys moving a bit slowly here. It's 3rd and long.
And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll kick it away for the second time.
Here's Smith to return it.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Off play action. Nix. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Dafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Sutton. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people have pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Back to throw. Nix eluding the pressure right. Able to shake him up. Oh, a strip. The ball comes out.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. Got to secure it.
And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. 2nd and 10.
Jackson now. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Looking to throw. Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. Down the left sideline. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Zay Flowers, 65 yards. And the Ravens get a bit closer. Tucker with the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Off the play fake. Nix. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will extend their lead even further.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 30-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Into space at the 45. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out and let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this game.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's a diving catch right side. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them.
Nix throwing on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So this one will wind up a Denver victory. And despite the cold, despite the snow, this one was fun to watch.